You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
The beloved 1980s legal hit sitcom Night Court that ran for 9 seasons has been rebooted. I am delighted to have John Larroquette, who plays the iconic Dan Fielding, together with Melissa Rous as Judge Abby Stone, here today to tell us all about it. Okay, you two, it's my lucky day.
Oh, good morning.
Good.
Thanks. Well, great to meet you both. John, I mean, iconic. I don't even think that word quite covers it. But let's kind of set the table for folks who are of a certain age who maybe weren't familiar with the 1980s premise of Night Court. What is the show all about?
It is about exactly what its title says. In Manhattan, there is a court that happens between, I think, like 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. called Night Court, where, you know, not any murder trials, nothing big, just public drunkenness or public urination or hookers or just weird people that get arrested at that time of night, who get arraigned quickly, come into this place, and they're usually slightly, off kilter a bit, the cases that come to us. But it's all just for fun. Reinhold Wigge, who created this show, thought, yeah, it'd be a good place to have a workplace sitcom where people could come in and we react to them and their weird, whether it's a ventriloquist who's been mean or an Elmo who's been mugging people in Times Square. Just odd, bizarre, having nothing to do with reality, funny.
The fact that Night Court actually exists is pretty funny in and of itself. But John, you're reprising your role from the 80s where you won several Emmys. Tell us a little bit about your character.
He is an intellectual, a bon vivant, a fashion maven, and a rather insecure, humble, at the same time, spiritual. He studied to be a priest, but decided he didn't look good in black. And he's just a wacky guy. He thinks he's the smartest guy in the room, which he sometimes isn't. And he has a heart of gold, but it's covered in aluminum.
It's kind of relatable, maybe?
I think so. Yeah, no, I think relatable. He has a lot of the human foibles that, luckily, somebody like Abby Stone in the body of Melissa Rous does bring out the humanity in him, which is important for a character who sometimes isn't so humane.
Exactly, Melissa, and that is where your character comes in. You're kind of passing down a family tradition as the judge, and you do kind of try to tug at John's character's heartstrings and bring him into a human approach. Tell us a little about your role.
I played Judge Abby Stone, the daughter of Harry Stone from the original. And in the pilot, I am starting my first day at Night Court, or my first night at Night Court, and we lose our public defender, so Abby goes on a hunt to find one, and she looks up her dad's friend, Dan Fielding, and asks if he would like to come back to Night Court. And then this surrogate father-daughter relationship is launched from there, and it's been one of the greatest joys and honors of doing this show is getting to play that relationship with John.
Wow, enchanting how that relationship comes about. What does it feel like to be playing kind of the daughter of this iconic judge from back in the 80s?
Oh my gosh, it's nothing short of a dream come true. I was such a fan of the original, and there's not a day that goes by that I'm driving on the lot or walking onto that set and pinching myself that I get to be there with John and this incredible cast. It's so much fun, and I'm so grateful and thankful that we're able to do it, now launching our 3rd season.
Love it. So Melissa, I mean, playing a judge, you've got to kind of play it straight and serious, but all in kind of this umbrella of humor. How do you balance all of that?
Oh, well, I think it's one of the things that Night Court does so beautifully. It's comedy forward, laughs first, but also taking from the original that did such a beautiful job at having these moments of heart and emotional pockets that grounds the cranked up high octane comedy, is just a really special part of doing this show.
Beautiful. John, I mean, obviously, because we're rebooting the show, what kind of traditions are you taking from, the original and bringing it forward to today's Night Court?
Basically it's the same as far as the cases are concerned, as far as the personnel is concerned. It's crazy. It's Manhattan. And as far as Dan Fielding is concerned, he's 35 years older. He's calmed down a bit, but he's still rather crazy. He has to be. It is, after all, a comedy. And our only job is to try and make people laugh for 22 minutes or however long we have. So the tradition of Night Court is alive and well. The personnel that brings that to the audience has changed considerably, except for one old clown. And everybody's still in the spirit. Everybody in the cast also were fans of the original. When I talked to Niambi, who plays the court clerk, Wyatt, he's watched every episode. So he's steeped in the history of it, and everybody respects the history of it, and nobody wants to besmirch the name of the show or the feelings of the show. But we all fall in line pretty much as fans of the show and create something new for people to see.
Fantastic. Well, you have absolutely made my day, and you're going to make my night every Tuesday night. Great to meet you both.
Oh, thank you. So nice meeting you. Thanks so much for watching.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Enjoyed it.
Say hi to Bill for me.
Okay, exactly. Be sure to watch Night Court, the beloved legal hit sitcom, which returns tonight on NBC and will stream the next day on Peacock. Now up next, we're getting the scoop on this year's Jingle Bell Run. From festive cheer and costumes to how this event supports the Arkansas Arthritis Foundation. Find out how you can join the holiday fun. Stick around, you're watching Arkansas Style.